Hello everyone, and welcome back to 4KB Shorts, the Let's Play of Tomb Raider. So, Lara is hungry, I believe that she mentioned in the last video, and so it's time for us to get down here and start actually playing the game. Now, unfortunately, that right there is there regardless. This stick right here, you always trip on it. The deer, in actuality, if you walk very slowly, like when I first played, I was extremely cautious and I was walking extremely slowly. The deer actually runs about here, or starts running about here, because they're expecting you to be running. So she's supposed to trip and spook the deer, which, you know, is great visually, but for whatever reason,
Oh, God. What's going on here?
Well,
wait. I can use that bow.
Okay, well, apparently we have a guy in the tree. Now, this guy really confused me. This whole area kind of confused me because they have to lead into the story, but to lead into the story, you can't really explain what's going on. So if you look at this guy, he's wearing, like, shorts, like hiking shorts and a red t-shirt. Not something you'd normally see on someone from World War II, because, you know, you have the World War II bunker here, things like that. And so you think to yourself, like, what's going on exactly? Oops. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to use this. So you're like, what's going on exactly here? It gets explained a little bit better later on.
Can't hunt with my bare hands.
That's true.
I need to find a weapon.
We found one, Laura. It's right here. So this guy confused me a little bit, but
I can do this.
you kind of figure it out that he's a post-war survivor. Okay, now here's it's not really a quick time event. It's just a timing thing where you have to reach out as he swings towards you. And ooh, ugh. Yeah, that is a little bit creepy. Alright, makeshift longbow, new gear
Let's see if
acquired.
this thing still works.
Well, the bowstring
Just
didn't
remember
snap.
Roth's training.
You can have the best form and technique in the world, but it won't mean a thing if you can't focus. The key to using any weapon is focus.
Alright, so I guess that's our focus there.
So hungry. I need to find something to eat.
Now, as you can hear, Lara is very, you know, she's hungry, gotta eat, gotta find something to eat. That does not occur at any other time in the game, unfortunately. It's only here at the very beginning. Mostly because you find food caches and everything else. So I never really had to hunt after this, but it is interesting that they did put it in, and it does make for a good tutorial. I'm also going to be finding these little items right here. You can't see it past her leg. There, that little item right there. They're collectibles in the game. Now, when you pick things like this up, the character involved will read them, but you can pause the audio. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick it up, but I'm going to pause the audio and let you guys read it. Like, pause the video, read it, and then play again, and that way we save ourselves a lot of time. So go ahead and grab that. And so there's the text. The audio is, you know, read out pretty well by the people who are reading it, but it just takes a little longer because they're, you know, putting emphasis and whatnot. So go ahead and pause it and read that, and then we'll continue. Alright, so we got some collectibles. Now, of course, I will be collecting collectibles because they are worth XP, and XP is extremely important in a game where you have to level yourself up. I do like Lara's form here, her movement ability, because she's able to basically move across anything just by going towards it, which is really helpful. As I said previously, I do like her movement abilities a lot better than I do those from Assassin's Creed, because you're not required to hold any buttons. So there's the deer we were going for.
Sorry.
Now, the only problem with this is you do have to make sure that the deer is dead before you start stabbing it with an arrowhead. The other thing is that she uses the arrow here, and then later on she gets a lot of cutting weapons, like things that can cut, and she continues to use the arrow to collect deer parts. It's interesting, but not really useful after the initial thing. Now, you might have seen there...
Back to camp.
Alright, head back to camp, she says. Now, you might have seen there, you can't see it here because of the detail levels.
You won't always have some fancy gadget to tell you where you are. If you can learn to read the land and the stars, you'll always be able to find your way home.
Alright, so before we head back... Okay, deer. You might ram me. They will ram you. We're not going to head back right away because there are some things out here I want to collect. Now, as I was attempting to say before Lara's memory got in the way. You can't see it right now because of the detail, and I can't open that box set in case you guys are wondering. Because of the details, you can't see it on the strap for the quiver, but it does say USMC. So again, one of the reasons that guy confused me is because his quiver said United States Marine Corps, except he doesn't dress like a USMC guy. So,
Some kind of container. Who left these behind?
so it really didn't occur to me that that people survived wrecks and were scavenging. In all honesty, I don't know why that didn't occur to me, considering it's what we did. But at the same time, I don't know. It's just really weird. So we're just gonna run about. I'm gonna grab the stuff I know off the top of my head.
Numbers. Some kind of coordinates. Did someone want these to be found?
Well, the GPS cache. So yeah, usually that's how a GPS cache works. You give somebody a GPS location, and they go and they find these little things. Now the GPS cache will unlock, like, they're called text files, like secret text files. The problem is I don't know, like, I don't know where to find them. I looked in the menu, I looked in the in-game menu, so we have some fruit here. So this is one of the reasons you never have to hunt again, because Lara can, like, grab this stuff. And it gives you XP, just a little bit of XP. I'm not sure if you need to eat every once in a while or not, but it does give you XP, and that's reason enough to run by a bush and just grab what's in it. But in any case, I'm not sure where to find the files. It did say that it's like you collected one file, you collected another file, but in all honesty, I have no idea what that means. Oh, before we jump up there, slide back down. I don't remember if there's a thing here. Okay, I'm not seeing one. That's fine. Jump up. And this should be the last, I think this is the last GPS cache. Alright. Not totally, but these areas are in multiples. I did run around the first time I played. I ran all the way through here, and I was like, where are they, where are they, where are they? And I was like, you know what, I should continue the story. So instead of doing that, I just continued the story. And it was better, safer, easier, and smarter. Alright. There's one place we do have to go before we go forward, though, and that's through here. Because there's one more of these. And we'll just pop that one. So that's 5 out of 10. So it should be 5. I think it's 5 in each area. So that should be the 5th one here. So we will continue our story now that we're done very quickly collecting XP stuff, because XP is super helpful, as you can see with the campfire. So the campfires, of course, are where you save and where you upgrade and where you can fast travel from in some cases. Spend skill points in the skills menu to upgrade abilities. Okay. Now, these ones you get to choose, but you have to, as it says over there on the left, buy 7 more skills to unlock tier 2, so you can only go up to tier 1. Arrow retrieval. Arrow retrieval would be super easy, or super awesome, except, like, it's not as awesome as I originally thought it would be. I thought arrows would be scarce. They definitely are not scarce. Animal corpses get extra salvage. That's good. Crates and caches find extra salvage. Earn extra rewards when looting animal corpses and food caches. Extra rewards is not the same as salvage. Rewards is XP. Salvage is actual salvage bits. Keen Observer allows you to spot hard to find animals and food sources. That one I saved until later. And then of course you have Hunter, so you have Survivor and Hunter skills. Steady Shot, a focused mind, allows you more time to aim deadly shots with your bow. And efficient use of bags pockets allows you to carry more ammunition. So, you know, that one's not so useful really early on. I'm thinking that we'll go with Survivalist, because we find a lot of caches, and I didn't take this one until way later in the game, and I realized, I mean, you can reach max level before the end of the game, but I realized I would have gotten there a lot sooner if I'd grabbed this. So we're going to use this one. So we have Survivalist, new skill mastered, loot animal corpses and food caches for extra XP, and that's what we're going to go for. And we're done there, and then we're at 12% of survival upgrades. Yeah. And then we don't have fast travel or equipment stuff unlocked yet, but I do like how the menu system is in 3D like that. It's pretty interesting. At least it makes it visually interesting. It's not really important, so we'll close that.
This is Conrad Roth, captain of the Endurance. We are shipwrecked on an island inside the Dragon's Triangle.
Roth!
Lara,
You're alive!
easy, easy. Are you okay? What happened?
I remember the beach, and then it went black and I woke up in a cave. There was this crazy man, Roth, and a dead body.
Oh, God. Where are you now, Lara? Are you safe?
It was so horrible. It's all my fault. This is all my fault.
Lara, listen to me. I sent an SOS from the Endurance before I abandoned her. Hopefully someone caught it. I've spoken to the others. We're regrouping at my location.
Please come and get me.
I have to stay here. You can do this, Lara. Remember when we climbed Snowden? You said the key was knowing that all you've got to do is just keep moving. Remember everything I've taught you, Lara. You're ready for this. And keep your radio on.
Okay.
Now, in that scene, a lot of people, it probably goes towards how a lot of people are like, oh, she's always asking for help. She just went, okay, we got some music in the background. That's important. But she just went through hell. She got stabbed. She got chased by a guy. She's out here alone. She thinks everyone's dead. If they're not dead, she knows that she's not with them. So yeah, she's scared and she's alone. And then some guy she knows, a father figure, mind you, that she knows, pops up on the radio. Of course she's gonna be like, please come get me. I would be, please come get me. I'd be in the middle of a fist fight with a bear and be like, please come get me. There's, you know, it's adrenaline will keep you moving for so long, but you hear a familiar voice and comfort, and you start going back towards, oh wow, yeah, I remember I'm a person. And this is not how things are supposed to be. And so yeah, you're gonna be a little upset. Plus, of course, she's the one who asked them to come out this far, so she thinks it's her fault. So she feels bad about all that. That's a lot to take in. I don't care who you are, woman or man. That's a lot to take in, and it's gonna affect your attitude. So her asking Roth to come get her, it was not a wussy woman thing.
Hello?
It was
Is someone there?
an honest response to stress. Okay, we're gonna load up on arrows, as many as we can get. Now this is really creepy, and this, I will say that the devs did an excellent job at making this game feel creepy. Like, you have this right here, right? You have light, you have, like, Asian music, the doors swinging open, even though the wind's really not blowing that hard. And I will tell you that I spent a long time just creeping around the corners and stuff, making sure I wasn't about to get, like, shanked in the back. So they really do a good job at making a horror edge to this game. It's not even a horror game, and yet they make it, they keep it intense by, like,
This could be a way through.
making enemies creepy.
Damn it.
And by keeping the tension way high. And it's really awesome how they did that. So we're gonna B to drop down menu. So we're still in tutorial mode a little bit here. We're gonna head down. Yeah, head down the dark tunnel where the music comes from. That's fine. Like, who opened the door? There's a big question for you. All these things kind of screw with your head. And down. So we have some, I believe, see, that looks Chinese to me, but it's supposed to be a Japanese bunker.
What are these markings?
Tribal markings. And you can relight your torches on those helmets if you want. I'm not sure if the spike was put there to kill the guy who was in it, or if it was put there for a reason. I think it's put there for the torch, honestly. But yeah, so we have these old bunkers.
What am I doing?
That is a good question, Laura. What are you doing? Oh. So again, counting skulls, everybody. Look at all these skulls. We have like the radio tower there in the middle, it looks like. Radio tower, and not even sure what all these...
Oh god, this is insane.
No one leaves, not even the deer. Alright, we'll head here first. Yeah, I spent forever walking through here, making sure there was no one around any corners, waiting for something to jump out and try to kill me.
Oh no.
Ugh. So we found our music. And a bayonet on what I assume to be a bit of stick, but it might be a bit of bone now that you're looking at it. Yeah, it looks like a bit of stick. So we got a pry axe. And our music. Now, for a tutorial, this is a nice tutorial, because it teaches you how to do this without forcing you to continue. Because we just go back into the other room. Alright, and then we have a box. So here's some of the supply cache, and you can see we get 20 XP. Normally you only get 10, so we're doubling up our XP on all those supply caches with that survival skill that we got. And then we have more toys. Now this is an object, not a book, so it's a little bit different.
This traditional no mask represents a hateful woman in the guise of a demon.
Yeah, some of these you just look at and they're like, okay, they're pretty, and Laura will make a comment on them. Then, of course, as you can see, it says on the left, examine to find hidden information. And this one I already know, it's right here. So my controller's vibrating, so like the controller vibrates when you get close to it. The downside is depending on the camera you use...
There are traces of white paint on the inside. Whoever used this mask was of noble birth.
Ah, yeah, with the white face paint. So yeah, depending on which camera, like I'm using the gamepad, so left thumbstick will do this, and then right thumbstick. So each one has its own camera, which is just really weird. It can get confusing, so I have to remember to use the same stick every time. Alright. Now, what's funny about those objects is they're not super important to the story, and I think the devs kind of put in a few jokes here and there, and I don't know if it's to make fun of Lara, or to test her knowledge, or to show that she knows a lot, but not that much. I don't know, maybe it's just for like an Indiana Jones joke, but in all honesty, they're fun to collect, and they're not too far out of your way, and some of them are like right there in your path, so it's not super scary. not super scary to me. I'm thinking about the tunnel here. It's not they're not super hard to get or to find, and they're kind of fun when you do find them, especially when Lara makes an assumption and then you correct her by examining it. Okay, looks like we found our exit, and there's a warning: beware of dogs. But we're gonna climb up. Now, again, like, this game is so, like, I'm not a big fan of dark tunnels or underwater, and so the first time I played, I was like climbing up here and I just kind of stuck my head up and I was like, anybody? And I swear I thought I was gonna get grabbed by somebody climbing up there. Oh, didn't mean to bump that. Didn't even know you could. Learn new things every day. Hold B to extinguish your torch.
Sam?
Sounds like we got a friend up here.
Did you get that?
Got it.
We have a fire. Look for the smoke.
We're on our way.
Who's we?
Laura, you made it.
Sam. Thank goodness.
Surprise. It's okay. He's one of us.
Sorry if I startled you. This place would make anyone a little jumpy. We just spoke to your crew. They're on their way.
Look, he bandaged my foot.
Oh, it was the least I could do. My manners. I'm sorry, I'm Matthias. A teacher by trade. Not really cut out for island life, I'm afraid.
Sweetie, you look exhausted. Sit down.
Yeah.
Sam here was just telling me about the sun.
Right, Himiko.
Can you tell me more? I'm intrigued.
Well, believe it or not, a couple thousand years ago, Queen Himiko pretty much ran things in Japan.
She loves telling this story.
Himiko was beautiful, enigmatic, but also ruthless and powerful. Legend says she had shamanistic powers.
And this is where she loses me.
Well, there's always some truth to myths.
She commanded an army of samurai warriors, her magnificent storm guard. They rode the very winds into battle, laying waste to all who opposed them. They say the sun rose at Himiko's command, and she ruled everything its rays touched, from the mountains to the sea and beyond.
But what happened to her?
Sam? Matthias? Sam? Sam! Shit! Ah! No! Sam!
Alright, so now it becomes time to save ourselves from wolves. So again, this is one of those quick time... I'll call it a quick time event when it's not. It's a controlled event is what it is. But it's one of the few ones that appear that... pathing issue. It's one of the few ones that appear that is not used again later in the game. It's like the only time, once again, that you perform this action. And I'm not sure if they were trying to test them out or if they wanted to kind of mix up the game a little bit from early to later. Because again, as Lara continues her adventures, she becomes more capable. And so I guess maybe the idea is that it's less likely that she would be caught in a trap later on, or maybe this is like the only one that's around. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell in that regard. But it's an interesting idea that they only put this in once and then never again. And so it doesn't overstay its welcome, but it does make sense in its current location. Still, I feel that she may have broken her ankle with that.
Let go.
It's good to see you, little bird.
I'm so glad you're here. Is Sam with you?
She was with you.
She was here with that man, Matthias. But I passed out. When I woke up, they were both gone.
You girls should me go wandering off.
We need to find them.
Oh, wait. What about Roth?
Okay, let's split up. One of us go with Laura and meet up with Ross. The rest of us should fan out and look for Sam.
I'll go with her. No. Let me.
You know how to use one of these?
It's been a while. It's all coming back to me.
Get to Roth. We'll find Sam and this Matthias guy.
You gonna be okay?
Yes, I probably just need to rest for a few minutes.
You sit here. I'll check up ahead.
Okay.
Whitman has Weasel
Not too
written
bad.
all over him. So yeah, unfortunately with that trap, it is, like I said, there are very few moments in the game where I feel that the damage that Lara took was much less than she would have. Now, the trap didn't have teeth in it, which was fine, but it's the way it hit her, it still probably would have broken her ankle unless her boot is reinforced. If her boot has side reinforcements for like keeping your ankle from twisting sideways, it could have caught those, but I'm not sure if she has that. And really, it's one of those things where you can't really tell. So we'll say that she does, and that's why she didn't snap her ankle in two. As for Whitman, very slimy. Not a big trusting of him. So let's go ahead and grab our booklet here. And I'll let you guys go ahead and read that. That's Sam's family story. So read that, and we'll continue. All right. So I love the cutscene. I don't want to talk during the cutscenes because cutscenes are few and far between, and they're very important. But I love the scene, when Lara's right here and she's like standing right along this edge, and she refuses to stick her head around the corner or just like run in. Like, I'm sure you guys have seen those films where people run in, they're like, "Oh, hey, you're here! Oh, thank God!" And then they get caught or something. And Lara's like walks up to the corner and she knows Sam's here. She can hear Sam's voice and she doesn't sound in distress, but she's still got that Lara's still got that survival edge in her thought processes, and so she doesn't like run around the corner. She creeps around the corner and like peeks before she jumps out there, and it's so awesome. That little tiny bit of animation there shows that Lara's like in survival mode. She's like, I hear a friend, but that doesn't mean it's safe, and that's something people really neglect to put into like cutscenes and things, and can't get that open yet. Excuse me. Axe too fragile. Stronger axe is needed. So we're gonna go get our stronger axe because it.
Up here, I found something.
I don't like the sound of that.
Just head up the hill. Look for the large gate.
Alright, so Whitman's up there. Now, we're going to go straight to him because it's actually pretty simple. We're going to take kind of a roundabout route. I'm going to grab a few things here and there, and I think one of those things, yeah, we'll jump down there in a minute. We'll grab a few things here and there, some books and whatnot, some collectibles along the way, but we're not going to scour this area just yet. So grab this. And there's Sam, Feeling of Unease, so feel free to read that. And we will continue. Alright, now these things are really interesting, like finding this stuff is really interesting. Like if we drop down here, we have another artifact, and then this dead gentleman who he's wearing jeans and a t-shirt. He's been tied about the wrist, it looks like he might have been tied to the pole, or the pole may have fallen on him, but he's been blindfolded, which suggests that he was brought out here and possibly shot. Or strangled, or murdered in some way.
Japanese no actors could tilt their heads up and down to make the rigid mask express different emotions.
So yeah, apparently you can do that. I'm not entirely sure how to do that unless there's like sadness or happiness. I guess that's how that works, because the edges of the mouth are set in such a way to be like happy or sad. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, nothing to explore on this one. It's just a mask to kind of demonstrate that you can find the mask and that Lara can talk about them. We'll continue. Uh-oh. Got incoming. Ow! Crap. Left stick, left stick, left stick. Okay, so yeah, that wasn't exactly as functional as I'd originally hoped.
Could have warned me about the wolves, Doctor.
Yeah, Dr. Whitman with the shiz, buddy. Okay, again, we could get our arrows back from the wolves, but once again, arrows are not hard to come by, and I think there's a crate. So now that we have our axe, our pickaxe, we can actually open these now. So we get some salvage. Collect salvage to upgrade weapons at base camp. Yay! So we'll need to do that. We will also tag this, because I know it's here. Not sure why my controller is being wiggy like that, but it was. So we got 6 out of 10 on that. We'll keep going. Get our arrows back. Get 4 arrows back, which is nice. And then I believe, yeah, Whitman's right here. So we're just gonna head over to Whitman really quick.
Fascinating. These are fascinating.
I've seen these before. They must be ritualistic.
This female image is particularly interesting.
Looks like it was made quite recently.
By those islanders, no doubt. Judging by the wrecks out there, they were once like us. Survivors. Remarkable.
Yes, well, let's hope we don't become murderers, too.
See if you can work the other one.
The handle's missing.
Together.
Oh, shit. It won't take the force. I'll have to find something sturdier to turn it with.
Must be something around here we can use. Incredible.
So Whitman is in scientific mode, meaning that basically his brain has shut off while he examines the world around him. The thing about that is it's not uncommon for that to be a thing, where people would stick to what they know as sort of a better option. The downside, of course, being that anthropologically speaking, a society of survivors is fairly awesome. However, they're not just surviving, they're murdering people. They're surviving and they're killing people. Got more wolves coming in. Let's see if I can hit this one. Ah, nice. Okay. So yeah, they're not just surviving, they're murdering people. And because of that, I mean, even if they decided to worship the Yamako, or whatever her name is, the princess queen woman here, it's anthropologically speaking, you have to wonder why they become murderers, and that is actually psychologically, like, people would survive, but they wouldn't resort to killing unless they had to. And so that's sort of like, why are they killing people? Why is that a thing right now? So we have our zip line here, some tests. We got a zip line. It's not really a tutorial, just a zip line. So we're going to wander around a little bit before I start grabbing these boxes of salvage, because that's what we need to upgrade our pickaxe. I am going to try to grab enough stuff to get an extra level, because if we can get an extra level, we can upgrade. Yeah, we. Not sure whether I want to say I or we on this one. We can upgrade our.
Another shrine. Who are they worshipping?
Queens of some kind. All right, we got a booklet here.
Whitman.
And that's Sam Filmmaker. Let you guys read that one as well. Alright, so yeah, we can upgrade our salvage skill to get more salvage out of salvage, I guess you could say. And I believe I can... yes, I can ignite my torch. I completely... Well, I don't want to ignite my torch or ignite that yet, because that's also... Well, I can ignite it, right? Nah, I'll leave it for now. We'll ignite it a little bit later, but I can leave it for now. So, a pointless jump, but a fun jump nonetheless. And I think there might be a thing... here it is. Little tiny thing in here. Now, this is really interesting. The first time I found this cave, it was at night, and it was really dark in here, but apparently, if you're here during the day, it's bright in there. That's really nice. It's really interesting that that's a thing. And we'll have another icon here. Yay, we get another skill point. Perfect.
This mask was used in the traditional Japanese No theater. I think it represents a demon, or Oni.
Onis. Alright. Now, this is one of the ones where I said the devs are kind of making fun of stuff. So we have an Oni mask here, right? But we flip it. I think it's this way.
There's a price tag. Looks like this one is a replica.
So we found an ancient box, but the ancient box actually has a fake Oni mask in it. Or not fake, a replica Oni mask in it. So you have to wonder how many artifacts here on the island are actually, real artifacts versus just fake stuff. But what's really hilarious about that is the fact that usually it'll tell you. It'll make a joke. Like, I'll have to examine all of them for you guys really, like, when we get them, because it doesn't take that long. It's kind of fun. I'm going to follow the deer just a little bit. Not going to hunt him down. We can put out I guess we can just put out a torch. It makes Lara look less silly. And we will upgrade here at the camp. And now Lara has dialogues. She has 10 dialogues of the camp. I think I might trigger one here when we upgrade. Let's see.
How do I start? Okay. This is Lara Croft, an archaeologist from the Endurance, shipwrecked on an island in the Dragon's Triangle, east of Japan. This place is incredible. I've seen wrecks here that could date back centuries.
We weren't the first, and I know we're not alone. Something isn't right about this place. If I don't get off this island, maybe someone will eventually find this.
Alright, so Lara has 10 of those, and I'll try to get them on. I'll try to get them set up for you guys. Like, I'll try to make sure that you guys can hear them, either set at a camp before a recording ends or during a recording. I don't know where they all are. They appear not at random, they appear at very key locations. I just don't remember what they all are because there are 10 of them throughout the game. Alright, so animal corpses and food caches, we have that one. Advanced salvage, surely searching crates, caches to find extra salvage. Yes, we will do that because that will give us extra crate salvage. So collect extra salvage from crates and other sources. So again, one that I like to grab early on, or have decided to grab early on to increase. So yeah, we have 1 of 10 Lara's journals. To increase our ability to get extra salvage, upgrade stuff. It's very important to upgrade stuff, and upgrades are awesome. The upgrades in this game are actually really awesome, very helpful, very useful. Never have any of them been.
Just need a bit more.
Never have any of them been bad or useless that I'm aware of. I mean, you'll have favorites. You will absolutely have favorites, but even by the end of the game, because this game is actually really long for what it is, and it is a linear adventure game. So for a linear adventure game, this game is indeed extremely long, and I think that's awesome because you get all your toys, you can get all your fun toys, you upgrade the ones that you want to first, and then you can upgrade other ones later. The only downside is that
that should do it. Let's see if I can fix this axe.
Yeah. The only downside is, of course, if you don't. Let's see. Oh yeah. Certain weapons, or all weapons, require special upgrades, like specific upgrade parts. That I'm not sure if they give them to you randomly or if they are in key locations. But it does make it kind of hard. Like,
right. That should do it.
I guess they kind of want you to use different weapons. It's hard to say. Like, you're never blocked from using a specific weapon. Like, I use the bow like crazy. I use the bow all the time. And never did I feel like the bow was not an efficient weapon, unless I was in close quarters combat, and then that was just a bad choice on my part. And so, because of that, the upgrade system has been sort of forcibly balanced to where you can upgrade a gun, or you can upgrade your bow up to a certain point. Then you need special parts, and those special parts are used to boost to the next upgrade tier, is how that works. Again, don't know whether or not you find them randomly. I have found some on bodies. I have found some in boxes. I don't remember all the places where I found them. I was super excited to find them, mind you, but I don't remember all the places I found them. But because of that, it is hard to say whether or not it's forced or if they're in certain locations. But considering I found them on enemies that I was killing, and you don't have to loot enemies, it seems like it would be odd if they forced you to loot.
See if I can fix this axe.
We will fix the axe as soon as we're done looting, Lara. Calm down. Yeah, it seems to me like they wouldn't force you to do that kind of thing, like force you to loot enemies if you didn't want to. So I'm not entirely sure how that works, whether, like I said, whether it's random or not. But even if it's not, that's okay. Where are we going from here? I keep thinking there's something here that I need. Well, there kind of is. If I do that, there's a crate. I see a crate. I don't see a shooty thing. I thought there was another thing here. Oh, there you go. I thought there was another hanging bit around here somewhere that I could put an arrow into, but I don't seem to see one. Now, they are located on the map. All the bits and bobs are located on the map, and you do get a boost in XP by completing tasks. But let's go ahead and open this. And I think that's about all of them. Nope, got another one here. And that's the other thing, like, completing 100% of each area, not super important right now. We can always come back and do it later, maybe as a side thing. I don't want to complete 100% of everything, and in fact, you can't complete everything 100%. If you remember, there was a crate at the very beginning we couldn't get open. But what we will do is we will go over here and we will upgrade Lara's axe. No, thank you. We will upgrade her axe. So salvage, use collected salvage to upgrade gear and weapons in the gear menu. Alright, and then this is our tutorial. So we're going to upgrade to this geary looking guy here, made of spike and stone. I think that might be the same bayonet, just sharpened up a little bit. And then we got some it looks geared. It looks like parts and pieces put together. I do like that. It does look realistic in that regard. So we'll upgrade that. Now that's the only thing we have to do to upgrade that. I don't think we can upgrade our bow yet, but if we can, let's Oh, nope. Skills. Yep, we can't upgrade our bow just yet, so we just have skills and view. Oh, here we go. Bow upgrades and outfits. Now, because of the pre-order thing I got on this, well, I didn't pre-order it. I got a special. I got the gorilla outfit. I tried the gorilla outfit. It does not suit Lara at all. It does not suit the survival nature of the game. So we're gonna keep Lara in her normal outfit because it suits this game so much. It really does. It suits it so well. All right, so we have a wrapped string. Wrapped string enables faster firing rate. That needs 200. Reinforced limbs. Reinforced bow limbs allow for stronger pull for increased damage. That is super awesome. We need 250 for that, so that will be our next goal for upgrades. I think what we'll do really quick is we will go through, before we go talk to Whitman, we will go through and complete our scavenger hunt. Hey, 205. All we need is a little bit more. Did we just go from 140 to 205? Wow, that was insane. We are going to run through here. Did I hear a wolf? Oh, that deer tried to take us out, but I don't think... Oh, now I hear a wolf. And, oh, not as hard as I could have. Okay. I didn't pull as hard as I could have, which is fine. That happens. I just wanted to take them out as quickly as possible without having them rush me. Now, you can take them out via just shoot it like hardcore shooting them straight up, or you can make them pause by hitting them with the arrow the first time. And that can actually be a strategy if you don't think if someone's about to shoot you and you don't have the time to do a full bow pull, but you do have your bow equipped, you can shoot them in the kneecap. And yes, I know what I just said. You can shoot them in the kneecap, or you can shoot them in the arm, or you can shoot them in the chest, or wherever, and it will knock them off center and make it difficult for them to shoot you, and give you time to readjust, or run, or hide, or whatever. Alright, so we got enough for our first bow upgrade, yay! So we'll do that here at this camp, because every camp is available. So gear, and view bow upgrades, and reinforced limbs. No, we wanted more damage, so we need reinforced limbs. And of course, as you can see, that does upgrade the bow. That one puts a ring there in the middle, and it puts some line on the string, and then this one, of course, puts some reinforcing twine up at the top and the bottom. So yeah, it actually shows the difference in the weapon when you change it. Your weapon does change visually when you add things to it. But it has been time. It actually has been about 5 or 6 minutes over time. I was hoping just to get the salvage and the looky-loo done. It looks like we are, in fact... We're not done here because we didn't get all of the hangy things. But again, not worried about 100%. Good night. No, that wasn't 100%. Bring it. Nice. Right in the forehead. It has been a little bit over time, but what we're going to do is we're going to head back to the other camp. We're not going to talk to Whitman just... I know I killed this wolf, can I not? Was it him or him? No, it's him. Oh, no, it's him. That's weird. Yeah, I get my wolves confused. Anyway, we are going to head back up to Whitman, but we're not going to trigger the cutscene just yet. We are, in fact, going to pause right here at this little camp. So, once again, I would like to thank you all very much for joining me, 4KB Short, on this Let's Play of Tomb Raider. And I will see you next video.